and I got a good man. Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me. You still broke. You still broke. It's just miserable and sad. That's all they doing. That's you wish you can be in place. You doing all that. You doing all that. Yes, my life is very peaceful. Who is this who said that? Kel. Yes, my life is very, very, very peaceful. I live in a 7-bedroom house. I got a pool in the back with a basketball court. I got a gym in the basement. I got millions of dollars. I can buy what I want. Yeah. All that. And I'm happy as fuck. And I got a good man. Yeah, talk to me. There you go. It's nothing that, just how y'all can write words and y'all can make posts in capitals and y'all can blaze and y'all can post old pictures, I can too.
Claressa woke up, looked dead in the mirror, and decided to start a war she has absolutely no business starting. Remy Ma saw the whole mess and clapped back without even raising her voice. And baby, the silence after that clap back was loud. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Shella Elite, baby. The receipts never miss, and we are not here to sugarcoat a single thing today. If this is your first time pulling up, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, because this storyline only gets messier the deeper we go. To my regulars, my elite family, you already smelled the smoke before I even hit record today. The cup is full, it's hot, and it's about to spill all over this comment section. I'm Shella, and let's pour it.
I don't know if it's mayonnaise, but it's good.
Young for Peyton NFL Man of the Year presented by Nationwide. It is Bob Wagner. What an incredible honor this is. It's not about the stats. It's not about what happens on the field. It's about Walter's legacy and fulfilling that legacy.
Can't copy that. That's awesome.
Walter's legacy and fulfilling that legacy.
Can't copy that. That's awesome.
Walter's legacy and fulfilling that legacy.
Can't copy that. That's awesome.
Okay, so let's start with this absolute mess right here. Claressa really sat her behind down and recorded herself bragging about a pool and a basketball court like she personally invented real estate. Baby, having money is not the flex you think it is when you spend every waking moment announcing it to strangers like it's a hostage negotiation. Nobody asked. Nobody cares. And the way she said it, with that smug little smirk like she wasn't eating ramen noodles 3 Christmases ago, the audacity is UN matched. And here's what really sets me off. This is a woman who calls herself a mentor to young girls. A mentor. Teaching them what exactly? How to humiliate broke people for sport, how to flex a bank account that's barely old enough to drive, because that's not mentorship, baby. That's trauma dressed up in a designer bag with a bow on it. Let's be very clear. Nobody is shaming her for growing up broke. That is not a crime. That is not shameful. Half of us came from nothing, and we don't owe anybody an apology for it. But the second the check cleared, she turned around and started poverty shaming people who are still fighting to get where she's at. That's not confidence, baby. That's insecurity wearing a crown 3 sizes too big for her head. And the funniest part of this whole circus, her money is so fresh, it still smells like the bank teller's handshake. And she's still out here dressed like she's shopping at the same place she used to clown other people for shopping at. New money screaming louder than old money has ever needed to, because real wealth doesn't need a microphone. Baby, it just is. Would we not have been dead wrong to drag her the exact same way back when she was in that same position? Exactly. So sit all the way down, sweetheart, because this seat does not have your name on it.
Lonely. I definitely think she is in competition with Remy. I mean, if he's your man, you shouldn't be in competition. But I mean, he's your man, but he's her husband. They haven't got a divorce for a reason.
Is the competition the baby?
No,
How else
I
can
think
Remy
all of it
compete?
is. I think all of it. I think that's why she's saying, I'm going to have a baby next year, and keep saying it because she's jealous of the baby.
I thought that
think
a
that's
little
why
bit.
she.
Now, this, baby, is the part I have been waiting to get into. Look at Remy, out with her girls, not a goon squad, not a clout-chasing crew, actual grown women with actual class, sipping their drinks and minding their business. Meanwhile, we already know exactly who Claressa rolls with, and baby, it is giving something completely different. It's giving desperate. It's giving I need an audience to feel important. Remy didn't even have to raise her voice. She didn't post a paragraph at 2 a.m. She didn't do a subliminal video with sad music in the background. One line. One. You can't copy this. It's custom. That's it. That's the whole entire funeral, baby. Casket closed. Flowers sent. No screaming, no drama, just one calm, cool, devastatingly accurate sentence that ended the entire copycat Olympics Claressa has been running for months now. Because let's be honest with each other, this is not the first time Claressa has tried to walk a mile in Remy's shoes, and I mean that literally. Same outfits, same poses, same camera angles. She clearly studied like it was a final exam she was desperate to pass. And the second Remy pulls up looking effortlessly expensive in something nobody else on this earth can replicate. Claressa is about to be up till 3 a.m. Googling custom designer near me. Please help, trying to recreate a moment that was never hers to steal in the first place. This wasn't shade, baby. This was a public execution carried out with a smile and a glass of champagne. Remy didn't even break a sweat. That's not pettiness. That's precision. That's what happens when you let somebody who's been doing this for decades remind a newcomer exactly where the line is. And the scariest part for Claressa, she's going to keep trying. She's going to keep failing. And we're going to keep watching, popcorn in hand.
I'm going to have a baby next year. We already have it planned out. I'm going to have a baby next year. And then after I go through my stuff, then I'll come back and fight some more, and then probably have another one and then do the same thing again. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm 40, 43, whatever, after my career to have my kids. Right. I want to be able to run at the park with my kids and stuff like that. I don't want to be too old. So I think that keeping my body in shape, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I think that'll also help me too while I'm going through this whole body and life changing stuff.
Okay, baby, we need to sit with this one for a second because something is not adding up here. Every 5 minutes, it's I'm having a baby next year. We heard you. We heard you the first 10 times. At this point, I'm not sure if this is a pregnancy announcement or a press release because you do not sound excited, sweetheart. You sound like you're filing a legal document. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud, but I will, because that's what we do here. You can tell exactly where someone's heart actually is by the way they talk about the thing that's supposed to be sacred. A baby is not a competition. A baby is not a flex. A baby is not a way to win an imaginary argument with a woman who isn't even thinking about you. But Claressa keeps bringing it up like it's a scoreboard, like she's keeping receipts for a fight nobody else showed up to. And baby, that tells on itself louder than any tweet ever could. Remy waited. Remy struggled. Remy went through IVF, went through years of heartbreak and prayer to get her miracle. And she never once turned that journey into a weapon against another woman. So when Claressa sits there announcing, I don't want to wait till I'm old to have my kids, who exactly is she talking to? Because it sure isn't herself, baby. That message has an audience of one and her name starts with R. And don't even get me started on these surgery allegations because this is where it gets disrespectful. Baby, Remy's body at 30 is doing things your ring light and your 3 filters wish it could do. The only thing getting worked on here is your storyline, sweetheart, not her body. Stop projecting your own insecurities onto a woman who genuinely is not thinking about you for one single second of her day. That's the part that should hurt the most. She's not even paying attention.
I don't know if it's mayonnaise, but it's good.
One for Peyton, NFL Man of the Year presented by Nationwide. It is Bobby Wagner. What an incredible honor this is. It's not about the stats. It's not about what happens on the field. It's about Walter's legacy and fulfilling that legacy.
Can't copy that. That's awesome.
Lonely. Absolutely. I definitely think she is in competition with Remy. I mean, if he's your man, you shouldn't be in competition, but I mean, he's your man, but he's her husband.
So let's pull all the way back, baby, because this stopped being about a copied outfit a long time ago. This is a pattern. Competing with somebody you will never, ever be on the same level as. Flexing money that's still wet behind the ears, weaponizing motherhood like it's a trophy, denying surgery that nobody even brought up until you brought it up yourself. That's not confidence, sweetheart. That's a woman desperately trying to convince herself before she even attempts to convince anybody watching. And let's talk about Pap for one hot second, because he is suspiciously quiet for a man who's supposedly the happiest he's ever been. Suddenly he doesn't like cameras. Suddenly he's upstairs. Funny how he was never upstairs when it was Remy standing right next to him, front and center, no hiding. This is the same man who spent years tucked safely behind his marriage, so nobody would scrutinize what he was really doing behind closed doors. And now he wants privacy after Claressa dragged this entire relationship into the spotlight herself. Cameras rolling, captions ready. Baby, you cannot build the stage yourself and then complain when people show up to watch the show. This relationship has an expiration date stamped all over it in bold red letters, and everybody on this side of the screen can see it except the two people standing inside it. And that's usually how it goes, isn't it? Every single time somebody tries to copy somebody else's light, eventually people start asking the real question, why don't you have your own? So that's today's tea, baby. A new money brag session that aged like milk, a custom outfit that ended an entire copycat era in one sentence, a baby announcement that sounds more like strategy than blessing, and a man hiding upstairs from cameras he used to love standing in front of. I've got two questions for my elite family before you go. One, do you think Claressa is going to try and hunt down that exact custom outfit by next week? Two, after everything we just laid out, do you genuinely think Pap and Claressa even make it to next year? Drop it in the comments. Baby, I read every single one, and I promise you I will clap back if I need to. If today's cup hit different, smash that like button, subscribe to Shella Elite, and send this to somebody who needs to see it ASAP. I'm Shella. The tea is always hot here at Shella Elite. And baby, I'll see you in the next one.